Towards the end of the 1980s, science had revealed that there was an area in the northwestern Mediterranean comprised between northwestern Italy and France and the island of Corsica that was extremely conducive to the presence of a very valuable assemblage of species of whales and dolphins, something that no one really knew until then. And these species included fin whales, sperm whales, striped dolphins, and a number of other whales and dolphins. And at the same time, it appeared that this newly discovered very rich ecosystem was in danger because not only various impacts and pressures from human activities at the sea, in the Mediterranean Sea, were affecting whales and dolphins, but in addition to that, there was an extraordinary increase of pressure from fishing with drift nets, and hundreds of carcasses of whales and dolphins were found with their tails cut and drowned in this horrible fishing nets. So a solution was urgently needed. A petition was launched in Italy asking the government to intervene against this extraordinary development of drift nets in the area. And the petition was asking to establish an international sanctuary to ensure that the whales and dolphins of the area could continue to survive and flourish in the future. And this petition collected tens of thousands of signatures, if not even more. However, at the moment, the customary legal thinking was sort of laughing at the idea that any measure of protection for the sea could be established in international waters. At the time, there were no exclusive economic zones declared in the Mediterranean, and the jurisdiction of the countries involved in this area, which are France, Italy, and the Principality of Monaco, only went 12 nautical miles from the shore. With other colleagues, I wrote a proposal for the establishment of an international sanctuary in the area, despite the lack of legal tools that will allow that to happen. And I called the proposal Project Pelagos, and I presented it in March 1991 in Monaco to Prince Rainier III, who was the father of the current Prince Albert II. And the proposal, which was presented with the support of the Rotary Club at the time, met with great enthusiasm by the sovereign, and it had as an effect the starting of international negotiations between Italy, France, and Monaco to see whether, in fact, a sanctuary could be established in the area. In the meantime, within the framework of the Barcelona Convention, which is the Mediterranean Fisheries Sea Organization, a protocol for the specially protected area and the conservation of biological diversity Mediterranean to this convention was renegotiated in the light of the results of the Rio conference. And in that protocol, a new norm was included that allowed for the establishment of protected area even beyond national jurisdictions, providing that all the parties to the protocol would agree within the Barcelona Convention. So at that point, under the impetus of the action for Pelagos and for protecting whales and dolphins in the Mediterranean high seas, the legal background was actually provided for doing so. So at the end of the negotiations that lasted 8 years among France, Italy, and Monaco in 1999, as a treaty among the three nations was signed in Rome for the establishment of the Pelagos sanctuary. Now, almost 22 years after the Pelagos sanctuary was established, what can we say about this protected area? Unfortunately, the three nations decided not to establish a management body for the Pelagos sanctuary, which has been impairing greatly the effectiveness of the measures that could be devised. However, the sanctuary really exists in the minds of the coastal people that live around the coast of France and Italy and in Monaco. The sanctuary is a reality in their awareness, even though it might not be so much a reality in the awareness of the whales and the dolphins that live in the sanctuary. But the tool is there, and the NGO communities and the civil society, broadly speaking, are very much expecting that the whales and the dolphins of the area be protected. So even though I think the result is not 100%, we are on the good way on the good direction of hoping that in the future there will always be whales and dolphins in the area.